and then I'll be able to just send it the direct link for it. But I was gonna say for me, man, I'm not gonna lie. I be wanting to know that I'm dealing with somebody responsible. So I definitely, want to deal with a woman who, if like we just meeting and stuff, I will hope you got your own stuff because then it takes away from just the responsibilities of you just looking at it from one side. You know what I'm saying? Damn, why are we doing this? I was gonna say, for the most part, I want
I
some.
didn't hear you. You went away for a while.
I
I didn't
seen it.
catch
I
all what
seen
you
it.
said.
I was gonna say, yeah. So I'll be, I want whoever I'm dealing with to just understand what it's like to, maintain some bills by themselves, and things like that.
Yeah,
Because
I mean that's a given. That's my whole point. Like outside of, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like that's something that 8 times out of 10 you're gonna be dealing with an adult. Even the things that she's saying that a woman is the bare minimum for a man. My thing is it was nothing said in regards to how the man treats her. Like she didn't even say the nigga could cheat on her. You know what I mean? She didn't say the nigga could fuck up the bills.
right,
She just
right.
said,
There you go. I
and
sent
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like it's to me, it just feels like it's a it's a disconnect in what a man expects of a woman and what a woman expects of a man.
Well, see, it all depends on what you, because you didn't say, okay, you didn't say like if we together though. This is just like what you expect
Nah, it
from the
ain't
jump,
even
right?
about us being together. It's just in general. Like, what do you, what when you get next time you get, you talk to one of your homegirls or a girl, or shorty, even that you talking to, just ask her. Just ask her that simple question. Like, what are your three most expectations from a man that you expect from a man for y'all to be successful as far as in a relationship?
Well, see,
And I
okay, okay,
promise
okay
you,
they gonna say,
financial the financial part of what a man can bring is going to be
up
more
there.
of the forefront of what she's expecting
Right, and see,
versus how he treats her in general.
well, see, and to me, you get to that point once you've understood what type of responsibilities a person could take on. So, okay, you can treat me all you as well as you want to, but if we can't, save together, if we can't work as a unit, then that's going to be more important to me than anything. So I want to know that you already got these abilities first. You know what I'm saying? Before I even get into how you treat me, I want to know what type of abilities you already working with. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that goes to something of a preference of stability financially that you're looking for in a woman.
no, not
You're not
stability, not
really don't
stability,
sound like, but
responsibilities.
responsibility. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the same thing, bro. It's the
I'm
same
not
thing.
looking for a person to be stable.
You're yeah.
Most
I
because
mean,
listen, most women don't want to work as a unit. So if you do things and had your own before, then it already to me, just to me, if you've already had your own and you're not staying with nobody for your whole like life, then you're gonna want to come in as a team player because you've already experienced what it's like to take on things by yourself. So
that now you should know. You should know. That's never a woman's mindset. If she can be sufficient on her own, she's only looking for a nigga that can elevate. So whatever you got, you have to have double of what she got
right,
in
right,
order for her
that's
to
fact.
really take you seriously.
Exactly,
So
no,
that's
that's
what I'm saying.
facts.
That's the disconnect. That's the disconnect. If we're on the same page and we're on the same level, how can you look at me down?
Well, now see, it ain't a
That's
downer,
that's
but
that's
it's just
that it. But that's what I'm saying to you. If you meet a woman who has a car, a house, she's financially stable, she's not going to want to be with a guy who has a house and a car has the exact same metrics financially as her. She's generally going to want to be with someone who has more than her financially.
that
That's
that's
just the way it works right now. That's
which,
just the
which
way it
makes
works.
sense.
It's
It makes
always been.
that makes
But
sense. That part of it makes sense. I agree with that
but
100%.
but, but what comes with that is now there's a lack of me have at least how I look at it from the women that I've encountered in my life personally, and the women that I've been around, as far as homegirls, it just seems like when that's the case, they don't have the interest to do the other things that men expect from a woman.
Well, see, my expectations ain't the same though, because I don't go in a situation where, I grew up in a single
So,
parent home. So, with that being said, I always look at everything as, I don't think a woman's supposed to do nothing by herself. Like, she ain't supposed to just damn near do laundry.
no,
She
no,
ain't
I'm not
supposed.
saying
I
she
know, I
one
know,
sided,
but
like
this is what
she's
I'm saying.
washing the
Listen,
clothes and
what
cooking and all that for the whole,
what I'm
like she's
saying,
doing all that. I'm not saying that. I'm
what
just
I'm
saying
saying is, it's
that.
2025, bro. All the stuff that you've seen in the Bible, that's all ancient history times. Women things. They work and
You
do their own job. So my thing is, okay, I understand what you're saying as far as like having more. That's facts. If you know what I'm saying, all women want a man to be the leader. So of course, if she got the
basically
same
what I'm
thing as
saying
you,
is this.
you ain't gonna be leading. So I get that, but I want to see these
No, but that's what I'm
responsibilities in.
saying. You still should be allowed to be the leader, even if you're not financially above. That just
I
even if
agree.
you were lower than her and she make more money than you still as the man should be able to be allowed to be the leader in that household. But that's what I'm saying. That's
That's
the
facts.
disconnect. The disconnect is a woman is looking for a financially well-off man,
Yeah.
and men are looking for women that we see on Instagram every day.
Well, I'm looking for a team
That's the
player.
disconnect.
I'm looking for a team player. Like the looks and shit, that get old. You know what I'm saying? Just like sex. Sex, that shit gonna get old over time.
Me
Like,
and you both know, Gary Broadway. We could find your perfect woman, but if she had a face like a cowboy boot, you're not fucking with her like that.
but listen, but I'm not
So
gonna pick
don't
the
say looks
listen.
don't mean
I
nothing.
didn't say look. I didn't say that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna always pick the finest one out the bunch.
Yeah, that.
I'd rather take the 6 before I take the 10. The 10 is way more high maintenance.
But
You
that's what.
you get
But
what I'm
that's the
saying?
thing. That's what you
She
think. That's what you think.
no,
That's
no.
what I'm saying.
I've had me
There's
some
some
10s.
tens.
That's how
There's
they
some
are.
tens. No, I'm saying there's some tens out here that's probably super humble.
I
We
believe
just don't.
that.
We ain't never came across them. There's exceptional women just like there's exceptional men. That's just the reality of life. What I'm saying to you is overall, on average, the problem with the disconnect is what I just said. Men are looking for women that we see on Instagram and on our phones all day.
Yes,
Women are
because
looking
we
for men
because
that
the
they see.
expectation. It's because of the
Let me finish.
expectations
Let
of
me
what you're
finish.
saying.
That's what I'm saying. The expectation level has changed. That's my whole
Yeah,
argument. We're
I can
saying
feel
the
that.
same exact thing. We're just saying it two different
No,
ways.
you
In
speaking.
two
No, I'm
different.
not saying nothing different than you. You speaking facts. I was just saying. Okay, so you made what you just said. That makes that basically shuts down what the hell I was thinking because the expectations is different. So hell yeah, if I got to do all that, what you saying, then I'm gonna look for the baddest thing on the block for sure.
Exactly. And then you and I
Big
both
facts.
know if I got the type of money that they're talking about they want, I ain't gonna just settle for just one chick. Why would I?
Nah, see, you gonna
That
be
would be
able to
stupid of me.
you gonna be able to buy. So now it's like going to you know what I'm saying GameStop, and you gonna be able to buy which one you want versus finding something that is where it's the bond is real. Now you got the money, so
Bro,
you like forget it. I might as well just go ahead and pay for mines versus what I'm saying settling. You know what I'm saying? And
I've seen
huh?
women be loyal to men who are constantly doing them bogus just because they got money. And I've seen a woman have a dude who was down for her, didn't do nothing but try to do everything for that girl. Watched her kids while she went to work. He was,
Right.
working him a job overnights,
They don't want that.
taking care of his, paying the bills, just doing that, paying to get her nails done and all that, bro. And she cheated on that nigga every chance she got.
Yeah.
That's my hope. It's just, and then vice versa. I've said had homeboys that had good women, like fine, not the finest, but fine enough, finer than even what they should have had.
Yeah, I know
But
a
they
couple.
had money. It didn't treat her like, treated her like shit. Like didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Cheated on her, did her all, gave her fucking STDs. He didn't give a fuck. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just fucked up. I don't understand why we didn't got to this point where we can't just want each other for the simple fact that, like you said at the very beginning, to build together. That's
Well,
what men and women were together or meant to be on this earth for, to build families and to build together.
right, but see, what happened is we compare. Like, okay, so if I see you got a great relationship with your woman, I'm gonna compare as a females. They gonna compare and they gonna say, "Damn, well, we ain't got that, right?" But every situation is, what I'm saying, a case to case basis. They don't know what you had to go through with your person to get to that point. So they
Man,
expectations is just that right off the jump. So they comparing and contrasting off of what they seeing everybody else doing. More than likely, when you see people on these cameras in their relationships, they faking to get likes and shit. You know what I'm saying? They not
oh man,
really
it's a bunch of fake for the funk. Ain't nobody. First of all, I don't. If you record everything going on, I don't trust it no way.
right.
You
I'm
know what I
a
mean? Like
facts.
that doesn't. That's not real life. Like no one's living like that. So we agree on that. But we can digress and keep it pushing.
I'm glad you broke it down like that because yes, you spoke facts. Like I was looking at it, like you said, like I was looking at it. Okay, when I go into relationships, that's how I kind of look at it. But if I had the bread, then I'd be like, if I was like over exceeding like what you saying, then hell yeah, I'd be like, man, I'm gonna get me that Instagram thing because you know what I'm
I'm
saying.
not dealing with no foolishness. That's just its
Facts.
bottom line. Like my
Yeah.
how I move and what I say goes. And if you ain't riding on that train,
Peace.
peace out.
Right.
Versus when you're a regular nigga, you have to go with the program, or else you
Right.
gonna be out here looking crazy.
Exactly.
You know
That's
what I mean? Money dictate. That's what lets me know how money is shaped. Because it didn't used to, like, women didn't have that perspective that really ruled everything. But shit, now that they out here getting it on their own and they see that it ain't that sweet, you better off. You gonna be dealing with a nigga anyway. Better have some money. So I get it.
yeah.
It
It makes
goes. It,
sense.
one hand washes the other.
Right. And like you said, if I got the choice, well, damn, you said I better have some money. Well, damn, I'm going to pay for mines then. Shit. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to pay to play. That's
Fuck
how we looking
yeah,
at it. You feel me? Look at the rappers.
man.
Look at
Goddamn right.
the NBA players. They pay to play. You feel me?
But
So,
man, listen here, man. They got. I went to a game years ago, Timberwolves game. I never forget it. And the Nick, you remember James, white boy James,
yeah.
Dub's
Yeah.
homeboy.
Yeah. Of course.
He worked as a
That's how I got in the
motherfucking
Jay-Z
usher.
concert. Yes, sir.
So he worked as an usher. He slid us all like super close. Like we was
Yeah.
basically like 3 rows from fucking Kobe and the Lakers on their side. And when we like, mind you, we 3 rows up, but the girls that was in front of us all had jerseys on from the other team. And I'm like, who is these? You know, these don't look. I'm like, these wives. And James looks back at me. He's like, hell no, these is their girlfriends in Minnesota.
They paid to play. And you feel me?
I'm
Like,
like, what? He's like, yes, bro. He's like, you be. He's like, bro, I swear to God, I'll see the same chick in a different jersey.
yeah, that's, listen. He ain't that ain't no lie. Like for sure, if you got that big money, you got you a girl in every state. You know what I'm saying? For sure, and you not gonna give a
Man, what?
damn because like it's see this the theory. This the theory. Same thing with females. It's always another one. You know what I'm saying? It's always another one. So what
What?
you ain't gonna do, it's another one out here that'll do it. You know what I mean? So a
Man,
nigga ain't
what?
gonna trip over nothing that he can get from somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Listen
And,
here, man. That's the whole. That's the name of the game. Like you said, you got to pay to play.
yes, sir. But yeah, man, like you said, I'm gonna go ahead and digress from that because man, we could sit here and talk about that for 3 hours. Man, we gonna go ahead and get into the podcast, man. This the Benchmark Podcast, man. I'm your boy Broadway Beats. I got your boy with me, Neef, aka Mr. Perp. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Shit, he still said he perping niggas up. I don't know how he perping niggas up and getting you right with your
Man,
fits and
it's
everything.
a
And
lifestyle. Like I told you, man, it's a lifestyle.
we ain't looking too good, man. But hey, man, if y'all got time, man, hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. And man, follow the journey with us, man. So
Facts.
we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it, man. We're gonna talk about one of the most trending rookies in the NFL right now, Shedeur Sanders, man. Last week he had his second game of his NFL career against the San Francisco 49ers. My question for you, Neef, is, man, what stood out to you both positively and negatively from his performance?
Well, positively, he had command of the team. He looked like, it didn't look like he was overwhelmed with the play calling and stuff. It's just they're a bad team. So, they were playing a good team. So it's just it's just a natural, like next year, especially if they could get him a stud receiver. Like, I don't want to say it, and I'm not gonna say it, but you already know it might be one out there for him.
Oh, it's a couple of them out there right now for him. Damn. Come on, squad. My bad. I was gonna say it's a couple of them out there for him.
Yo,
Yeah, my bad.
yeah, it might be a few, studs out there for him at receiver that the Browns could, scoop up. So, that's all they really need is another impact player at receiver. It's probably time for them to start looking at offensive line and getting that a little bit better. But that defense is straight, and as long as, like I said, they can improve the offense, they'll be fine. I think them, and depending on what my Vikings do, at quarterback and at running back, I think they could both be one of them teams next year that could really flip the script. Just because if they can keep that defense intact, I think that defense matched with that offense going next year with like I said, the number one piece at receiver. I think they'll definitely flip the script because I think the Steelers are going to go to the bottom of that division. I think Tomlin's going to be up out of that thing. And I think I could see them taking a step back.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. See, right now with them, with Shedeur, I think the positive thing you can take away from him is the ability to have poise and still, he's to me he looks comfortable. He's been looking comfortable since he's playing, but of course you can't expect him to be a savior or nothing like that. That ain't gonna happen at this time right now. He's gonna go through his growing pains. And at this point, like everybody might be expecting him on the team to be, just snap into it and be ready and have all the skills. But I mean, you throwing him in the middle, like you said, the ass end of the season, and your expectations for him is to, like Judy, he's pissed off because he ain't catch a read. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't even had that many looks with the squad like that. I know it was one time they were saying when he first, when the season first started, he wasn't even really getting third string snaps like that. So he was just, passing it to the tile boys and shit like that. So, with him, I think that he got some areas that he can correct. On the negative side, he could correct some things where he's not dropping back too far, not holding the ball too long, and reading the defense a little bit better and taking the quick shots first. Sometimes it seems like he likes the long ball a little too much. What you need, you want your quarterback to be okay with taking the long ball, but sometimes you're missing out on some of the short passes that probably can get you the touchdowns and get you the yards that you're looking for. And I just think they got to get a better a better coordinator like Stefanski and the head coach. The head coach and the coordinator is just, they might have had something different in their game play for their quarterback, and it may have never involved Shedeur. And so moving forward, Cleveland just got to figure out who they want to be with. And if they can figure out, okay, this is the guy we're going to go with, then they need to surround him with a coordinator and a coach that's going to best fit for him. And right now, I don't think, those two positions are the best. Now, if you get rid of Stefanski, you got a better chance of probably, you can get the offensive coordinator in line with whatever you need to go with. But Stefanski was calling a lot of the plays during the beginning of the season, and so it's just one of those things for him is just getting better opportunities. As you can see, they for some reason it's 4th and 1 and shit like that, and they just they keep diverting away from allowing him to have chances. They won't, he can be in the red zone and they take him out just to try to let somebody else score because they don't want him to look better than Dylan Gabriel. That's my point of view. Another question I got for you is what would you rate his gameplay for a second game?
I mean, I give it a C minus.
C minus.
Yep, I give it a C minus.
He was going to get some strong wins. He was going to get some strong ass wins too. So
I don't care about that. You gotta get the job done. He didn't. They didn't score but 6 points.
Right.
The reason why I don't give him a D plus is because he didn't throw a pick.
Okay. I'm gonna stand with you on that. I give him a C. I probably give him a C minus.
That's what I gave.
Okay, C minus. Yeah, I'm with you on a C minus. Maybe a strong C.
C. He'd had to throw at least 1 touchdown.
Didn't he get? He didn't get one.
I thought just said they had 6 points.
Oh no, that was from the running back. Where the running back got the court. Yeah, facts. They had 8 points. They had 8.
It was 20. I thought it was 26-6 or some shit.
26-8.
Either way,
but
not enough.
Yeah, it wasn't enough.
Not enough to get bumped up to a passing grade.
Well, the reason why I give him a C is because he didn't have no turnovers. Between the C minus and the C because he didn't have no turnovers. So, but other than that, what adjustments do you need to see him make for his third start?
I mean, ain't really no adjustments. I mean, he can't magically make niggas better or speed up his chemistry with the receivers. Like I said, as long as he ain't going out there looking like J.J. McCarthy, he's fine. He's straight. He's a rookie. So whatever he does, if he go out there and throw 3 touchdowns and no picks, then by all means, he's gonna get an A plus, even if they lose. But that's what I'm saying. Like he just looks more natural in the pocket. Like he just looks the part. He looks like a quarterback. He plays the quarterback position like it's supposed to be played. His pocket presence is pretty good. He just, like you said, he's used to holding the ball all goddamn. That's the one thing he's got to quicken. You got 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Everything should be out, but that also comes with repetition.
Yeah.
And that also comes with feel of the game.
Yeah, that's facts.
So, I can't really give you a gauge on what I'm expecting of him, other than, like I said, to continue to build on what he's been doing.
Well, to me, the biggest adjustments is what I just said is, not holding the ball too damn long. But I think it also comes with the play calling. In college, he was in the shotgun a lot. And so now you got him under the ball. You got him right under the center, and it's kind of a little bit out of his style. And I think they did that for him prior in college is just because they understand that he's going to do them extra damn step back. So if you put him in the shotgun, it gives him a little bit more space than to have to step back as much. And so I think he's just a little bit antsy and not wanting to get hit. You know what I'm saying? So it make him take a couple step backs and also just be a little bit more creative and know when you got to go left a little bit in your drop backs or go right and not be prone to go to the same sides all the time. So, other than that, like you said, there ain't really too much you can do. It's all down with the coordinators and just picking stuff that the quarterback is, comfortable with. And that's even with KLC, it's the same thing. You can't make a quarterback do some things that they're not used to doing. Put them in position to win. Put them in position to where you've seen them be great at. Don't try to put them in position where you want them to be great at because that's not his damn game. If you can't make Chris Paul be Jordan, you got to put him in a position where he is Chris Paul. And that's what you got to do with Shedeur and them is put them in position to be themselves. But that's neither here or there, man. We're gonna move on. The AFC North, man, they in a race right now, man. It's the Ravens versus the Steelers. They don't play each other, but they both sitting with the same record, 6-6. And so my question for you is, which team do you see have the stronger chance to pull off the AFC North to win it?
Man, it's a dookie race to the end, man. They're both flat footed. Like I can't trust neither one of them. If I had to trust one more than the other, I would trust the Ravens just because of the quarterback play. That's the
Right.
only gift. I mean, and that's really the main reason. The quarterback play, and I know what I'm gonna get out of that team. The Steelers with Aaron Rodgers, he's getting broke up every week. His wrist was broke. They broke his nose this week. Like I mean, he's just a bag of bones back there, and they haven't really fixed the running game since they lost Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it's just I trust the Ravens just for their overall talent on their team. But the Steelers I feel like had their chance, but they ruined it, and now they're about to work their way right on out the playoffs. And Aaron Rodgers can go off into the sunset like the bum he is.
I think I'm gonna have to say this right now, Bench Mob. I'm gonna have to give credit where credit's due. We asked at the beginning of the season how we felt about Aaron Rodgers and if this was gonna be a good fit for him. And Neef said from the jump, he didn't see this shit working. He said the shoe is done for him. It's over. This is what Neef said from the beginning. He said, I don't see, he might have some decent games, but you said that you didn't see him being very successful in Pittsburgh because he's old and he's been through his little shit, his injuries and things like that. So I gotta give my credit to I gotta make sure I give you your credit because
Man, I just the right was on. We've seen this. I said this was my exact words. That's why I'm laughing because my exact words was, "We've seen this movie.
yeah, that's what you said.
We've seen this movie. We've seen it before. We've seen it over the years. An old quarterback with on that last tire goes to one more team. He probably should." And he's a dud.
Man, he said
And
that
he
tire's.
goes out into the sunset as a dud.
He said that tire's
Russell
ball.
Wilson's dealing with it right now.
You said him
Russell's
too. That was
dealing with it. Kurt's dealing with it. Like I'm telling you, next year Russell, Kurt, and Aaron will all be. One of the two will be on TV, and then the other one is going to be doing whatever. Like or two going to be on TV, and one's like they both. All three of them is out of here. No one's picking them up unless like it's a catastrophic injury and someone needs somebody last minute.
You said that
because
about
you got to think they've aged out.
Listen, you said that about Russell Wilson too. We talked about him and Aaron Rodgers. Them was the two players that we talked about. And so with that being
The
said,
writing's on the wall, man. The writing's on the wall with these old niggas, man. It's tight.
it's tight.
It's a young nigga game, man.
Right. So with that being said, that answered my question right there. I mean that answers the question right there. Who do I believe who has a stronger chance of winning? It's gonna be the younger quarterback. I'm gonna go with the younger quarterback, and then I like Derrick Henry over there. So even though he's been fumblerooski all damn season, he ain't been looking the greatest.
240 in January.
Right, but I still think they got a better chance of going out in the AFC. And you also made this point, and it's coming to fruition as well, is that Vegas had them winning in the odds. So when you said that, I was like, I don't see that happening because I seen the Steelers actually was like, they had a good record.
Like 6-2.
They was like 6-2. They done lost 4 games, so it's a wrap. Since then, the Ravens been looking good. As soon as he came back, man, everything you said and just played out like the movie you was talking about. Like it's literally
this movie, man.
He
it.
He ain't lying. The movie is playing, and we seeing it. And I don't even know if Aaron Rodgers gonna finish the whole season with the Steelers. If they lose one or two more games, it's over with.
He might as well just take his broke nose and sit on down. But you know he gonna finish out the season if he can.
Wait, then
It's his last hurrah. He gonna definitely do that, bro.
and the Steelers, I think for the last couple of years, last few years under Mike Tomlin, they've been making it to the playoffs every year. So
He's never had a losing record.
up,
See, this is what I wanted to say, and this is just a sidebar bench mob. I just got to say this because I'm praying to God that it happens, but it's probably never gonna happen. Is that somehow we finish out and they fired KOC and they fired Tomlin and we bring him on back and we keep him in Flores.
you know they ain't getting rid of Tomlin.
We go get Brian Daboll at offensive coordinator.
Man, you living in a fairy tale world.
In a fairy tale world, boy, that would be elite.
That would be
elite. We would automatically go overnight and be physical.
Yeah.
We go from the softest team to one of the most physical teams.
That's facts.
You're a reflection of your coach, but I digress. Go ahead.
That's it. Hey man, I'm gonna move on to the next. Hey, because that's fairy tale. I ain't even got nothing to say nothing about that. That right there. What I'm gonna say? No. Hell yeah, I want that for sure. I mean anything but right now, anything but KLC. He ain't been. And don't get me wrong, I like his coaching. He's decent, but he just needs a quarterback that's been around a little bit.
Until he's willing to change his way. It ain't even a quarterback. Because we can go back to even the ones he had, but he's always coached a soft team. So It don't matter what. If we could go back, we could score 1,000 points. But at the end of the day, we going to run into that bully that's going to punch us in the mouth, and we ain't going to be able to respond. And I think it's him. I think it's the way he coaches and the way he coddles players and just his philosophy and the way he does things. Because it just doesn't seem like they have a physical mentality.
What Mike Tyson say?
You have to have that. You got to be able to be the bully in the NFL.
What Mike Tyson say? Everybody got a plan till they get punched in the mouth. So, that's the name of the game for us. We ain't even gonna talk about them niggas, man. I'm through. Hey, I'm through with them.
Right.
Hey, with them.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to the next little question, man. Cowboys. Man, the Cowboys, man, they've been riding a wave right now. They on a 3-game winning streak right now. Currently sitting second in the NFC East at 6-5. Do you see them having a legitimate chance of making it to the wild card this year?
Yes, I do. And they're going to be a scary team to see because they got one thing that definitely always works. Don't matter what, at least get you a playoff win, at least one. And that's good offense. Good offense is going to get you a chance to at least win one playoff game. And the way that they didn't made them trades to get that defense better, their defense, and I told you the defense is starting to play better. Like they might fuck around, man. They might really fuck around because if you look at who's behind them, like the 49ers are looking like they're going to be like, I think the NFC West is going to be what we were last year, the NFC North. They're going to get 3 teams in. So you got the 49ers, the Rams, and Seattle. Those 3 teams are going to get in. And then you got just the NFC. Whoever wins the NFC South is going to get in because everybody else is kind of dookie in that division. I think Carolina and Tampa Bay are like, I gotta go back and look, but I think they're the top 2, but they both got like 6-7 losses.
Yeah,
or at least close to 5. Maybe 5 losses. I think like 5 or 6.
You said Carolina.
Who's winning that division right now?
Right now, you said Carolina. Okay, so Tampa Bay is winning that, right? Well, they tied. Well, yeah, Tampa Bay is up 7-5, and Carolina 7-6. So, yeah.
Okay, so that's why whoever wins that division is going to be the only team getting in.
Right. That's
So then
facts.
you got two coming out of the NFC North because it's gonna be at least two come out, either the Green Bay Packers and the Bears,
I don't know.
or Detroit could possibly come back, but it's probably gonna be them two, Green Bay and Chicago.
Yeah, it's gonna be them, and then the West, nigga. Whew, the West is looking
That's why I said the
strong.
West. The West is gonna have three teams. The West is
Yeah,
gonna have. So that's why I'm saying what you just said with the Cowboys are gonna be that one team because it's gonna be two out of the Eagle. I mean, out of the NFC East too. It's gonna be them and the Eagles.
that's facts. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at it. Yeah, the Eagles is 8-4, and then if the Cowboys win the next few games, shit, they got a chance. So
They basically gotta win out. Like to give them a real shot, they gotta win out.
okay, so that's facts, and see, it goes back to the same thing I said to you at the beginning of the season with the Cowboys. The name of the game for the Cowboys is to keep them under 30 points. Every game they won,
Yep.
except for one, they got won 6 games. Out of 6 games, they have had 30 or more points. They've only had one game where they had 24 points. But other than that, if they score that 30, you not gonna win. And so their gameplay is based on, you know what I'm saying, run and gun. They gonna try to outscore you. And then,
Yeah.
they don't want the defense to be out there as much because their defense ain't as strong. But since they made them trades, they looking good. They looking hella
They
good, like you
still got
said.
the same, but they got. That's what I'm saying. That's been their philosophy as a team for like the last 2-3 years.
Since
Is
they got
get a
under
lead, get no. Since they
what's
really,
the coach?
that's been their philosophy as a team. No matter who the coach is, get up and then allow the defense to pin their ears back and be optimistic. That's what they want to do. That's their offense. That's been their blueprint. Like if you really look at other, like you got to look at like even with Kansas City. Kansas City's blueprint is what? Do you know what their blueprint is?
No, I don't know what Kansas City's blueprint is because they ain't consistent. They ain't never really been consistent. You
When
think
they
it's outscoring them?
let's go. We're not talking about this. We'll talk about just overall. Their their philosophy is like you. I mean, you said it yourself. That's why I don't know you how you don't understand how you don't know it. They build their season towards the end.
Oh, okay,
Like
okay, yeah,
they try a lot of different things during the season. The shit works cool, but they try a lot of shit till sort of towards the end of the season. They know what works. They know what hasn't been working. They gonna switch up some shit. Like Andy Reid is one of them cold. He's one of the coldest coaches because he's willing to change what ain't working.
yeah. But they ain't making it this
So
year.
and they not. And the defense wise, they've always with Spags. But now people have kind of they've just. I don't even think they figured out the defense. I just think the defense has gotten older.
The team in general has gotten older. They haven't made enough adjustments with adding new pieces in.
I mean, but you really can't do that at the 30th pick, 31, 32 every year.
Yeah,
That's why you don't see return Super Bowl champs like you did back then because free agency is a lot different now too.
yeah.
So, but we can talk about that forever. We'll just go to the next question.
Okay. All right. So, man, this draws us right down to the NFC. We still in the NFC, but it draws us down right to where I was going with it. The NFC West, man, they got the showdown going down. They side is loaded. You know what I'm saying, with some great teams that's playing some damn good football. You got the L.A. Rams, the Seattle Seahawks, and then the San Francisco 49ers. They all sitting with 9 wins. Ultimately, who do you think is going to win the division or the NFC
Man,
West?
you know what's ironic is it's Sam Darnold's worst nightmare. Is exactly what he had to deal with last year. To the T. Like he's gonna have to deal with the exact same thing he dealt with last year. Because I think it's gonna come down to Seattle and the Rams. I think the 49ers are, like I said, they're gonna be in the playoffs and they might be able to sneak a doodle a nigga a little bit, but they're just too injured on defense that I
Yeah,
think eventually that's gonna show its head. May not though. They've been playing them whoever them backups been playing real hard because they ain't really look like they missed a beat, and they got a lot of backup players in.
man.
But that just goes to show you their farming system and the way they draft and the way they cultivate their players and coach them up. But anyways, I just think it's Sam Darnold's nightmare, bro. I think it's gonna come down to the Rams and the Seahawks, and he's gonna have to beat the Rams, and the Rams is his kryptonite. They've shown it, like it's in his head at this point.
Man, to me, you know what's
He's had
crazy?
horrible games against them. Not like okay, the bad pick here, and just a fluky fumble from someone else, not his fault. None of that. Like, no, he's had horrible games, sacked 1,000 times, threw 1,000 picks. Like, it's just, I just don't see Seattle being able to withstand the Donald effect. I think that's going to be, and that storyline is going to be heavy going into it.
Yeah. But what that does show, before I get my take a little bit, is it shows you that Sam Darnold is not a fluke. It wasn't a one for. It wasn't a one for. Now, do I think that he can do this for 6 seasons or something like that? Hell no. But that shows you sometimes you got to stick on to what you got already and just allow it to formulate how it's supposed to, and not force in what you think is ready at this time when they haven't had enough experience. And
his team with a rookie quarterback, and we were ass cheeks on offense, and he had 0 touchdowns and only threw 2 yards more. A third string quarterback.
But at the same time, that's facts. You speaking facts. But at the same time,
So it just to me, it just shows me what I thought and what they thought and what we see. And like I said, we're gonna see. And when it comes down to it, we'll go back to this again. And I hope Bitch Mob, y'all remember me saying this again too. He's not a big like you in Minnesota, especially. That wasn't gonna work, bro. He couldn't have did what he's doing right. Like he couldn't do that again. The booze and the JJ needs to be starting would be all in effect. And we would have been paid him the bag to only have to get rid of him in a year.
which is what
Because
it was gonna have that's gonna happen nowhere, no matter where he go, because it goes back to what I
no, it's
said.
not happening in Seattle. Who's his backup? They're not calling for
Yes, but
well, I forgot his backup's name, but they're not calling for him anytime soon,
they
bro.
not. But
He went there because he got paid a little bit more than, not even a little bit more, less than what we could have paid him. But for the security of, he ain't got to look over behind his back if he has a bad game.
see. This is my thoughts. This is what I said from the jump. He's not going to get you done for 5 seasons. So you're already understanding that you're just using him to fill in. So he's playing some damn good football, keep the seats filled, things like that. You're not winning no damn Super Bowl with.
Man, you sound like a businessman.
Right. That ain't that what football is? Football is, at the end of the day, it's a business.
Supposed to know we trying to win the championship.
We are, but
Wilfs, no.
But listen,
you couldn't have if you would have signed Sam Darnold.
You listen,
but you trying to win the Super Bowl if you re-sign Sam Darnold.
Listen, but Seattle know they not winning no damn Super Bowl. They just trying to be in the race to look good. They trying to. So at the same time, you just filling it. You putting asses in seats so that you can just keep the franchise up till you figure out who that guy automatically is. Yeah, we
they
probably
drafted Milroe from Alabama on the low.
And see, I think you can get something good for him. Like, if you get rid of him in the next 2 years, you'll still be able to get a decent trade for him. So of course you're not gonna. He's not a stud.
I think Milroe might take his spot in 2 years.
That's what it.
Well, we'll wait and see how that works.
To me, that's what I seen from him. I don't see him being. He's not a stud. He's good, but he's not a stud. So he can't get you there, but that he's gonna win some damn games. So to me, with the rookie quarterbacks and things like that, you just need to, before you can put the ball in their hands, you want to win some damn games. And then you could take a couple chances because y'all done won some games, y'all decent, y'all good. Okay, throw him out there, give him some chances, and then, build his little confidence up. Give him a couple, okay, we up, 30 to, 7. Throw him in there, give him some little reps so he could just see how it is. And now we get confident. And now we can say, okay, now we ready to get rid of Sam Darnold, whoop-de-whoop. But that's neither here or there. My pick for the question is I agree with you. I think the Rams have the better chance. I'm going to always go with Matt Stafford just because, to me, he's a great quarterback. I still don't think he going to win no damn Super Bowl either. But it goes back to the same thing. Like when you an ass team, you just need something to, you can't have your franchise going downhill for so long without doing something to just keep hope. And once you lose the hope of the fans, it's hard to get them back if you can't hurry up and turn it around. Like, don't nobody want to be a losing team for 2 to 3, 4 years. Like, we ain't on that type of time at all. Like, so the 49ers, I do like Brock Purdy and all that. He's decent, but you've been saying it all year, even though it has not turned out. Your picks, the whole year you've been picking against them, and like you said, for some reason, like they've been picking the right players because they've been plugging and playing, and they still been winning. So that might be my hidden team. You know what I mean? To when the playoffs come, to actually go to the next level, just because we've seen them still like play strong regardless of who got to step up. But who I think gonna win the NFC West is gonna be Matt Stafford and Puka. So you know what I'm saying? Puka and them, you know what I mean? So Puka and Devontae Adams, and yeah, man, I like the squad, but it's they just ain't got enough. But I like the team though; they nice, and that's just, to me, that just goes to show you when you in a stacked division, you can still be a good team. You know what I'm saying? Like, for some reason, our division is weak as hell, but that's neither here or there. We just in a weak division. That division in the Cowboys, the NFC East is terrible. Ain't no way the Cowboys should be able to have a chance to make it 6-6. But I'm gonna go ahead and move to the highlight game. Sunday's game is the rivalry: Green Bay Packers versus Chicago Bears. They set the clash. You know what I'm saying, for the NFC matchup. This right here, is going really, to me, I think I'm gonna ask you: is this the deciding factor to you of the battle of the North? Like, who's gonna be the top guy this week?
Is. Yep, it is. And I believe, is it in Chicago or is it in Green Bay?
Let me see. I'll tell you that right now. And also, who do you think is gonna win that? But I'm gonna tell you where it's at. All right, so it looks like it's in Green Bay,
I
Lambeau.
think Chicago gonna win that. I think Chicago is gonna win the division just because they can run the ball, man. They can. That's one thing that I see is really the key to the success in the NFL in 2025 is if you can run that rock at a good clip, eat up the clock. You're keeping the offense on. I mean, the defense on the field. You're freshening up your defense. It gives you too many advantages, and it's getting later in the season. And Green Bay can't run the ball like that. And I think that defense in Chicago's is going to be optimistic and get some turnovers from Jordan Love and that Green Bay offense. So I can
Yeah.
see the Bears beating them and taking a real stranglehold on the division.
I'm gonna double down with you, and the reason why I'm gonna double down with you on Chicago winning is I think Chicago been showing up a little bit more against the harder teams. Looking at Green Bay's, their last few games, it's been teams that they should beat. Of course, the Lions, that's a coin toss, but the Vikings, the Giants, I think they should have been able to beat the Panthers. They didn't do that. They lost to the Eagles. You know, they just haven't had that many hard games. The Bengals, the Cardinals, they haven't had too many tough games, and I think the Bears they on a high. They just beat Philly, and so when you on a high like that, man, and they done won their last 4 out of 5 games, man. Once you want to run like that, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, we always talk about it over here. I'ma always pick the team that got the better running game. You know what I'm saying? It's like boxing. It's like, do you pick the puncher or do you pick the boxer? And 9 times out of 10, the puncher is always gonna lose to the boxer because he got too many tricks in the toolbox. Well, that's how I feel with the Bears. There's too many tricks in the toolbox, and you know when the running game's looking good, then Caleb he can decoy himself and look like he gonna run past the ball. He can just do a whole bunch of extra things that you can't do when the running game ain't there. So, with that being
And then
said,
they mixing freaky plays on you.
yeah,
So it's just a bad combination, man.
yeah, it's a bad combination, but in anyways, also too, I don't really like Green Bay any damn way, so I'm a bet against them always. I mean, I like Chicago more than I like Green Bay, just point blank
Fuck them
period.
both, but you right.
Okay, and then we go on ahead to the NBA. You know what I mean? Chris Paul, man, he tweeted last night at about 3 o'clock in the morning. It looked like they sent that boy home. The Clippers sent them home, man. And so, now they parting ways. My question for you is, what do you see as the next chapter for Chris Paul's career? Does another team pick him up, or shit, is it done? Is it over with for him?
Oh, he's over with, man. He's cooked, man. He's fried. He's fricasseed, man. He might as well sit on down somewhere, man. Go coach his son or something. Tired, boss.
So you say he might as well go ahead and coach. It's over with.
Man, he's cooked, man. You seen that boy? Boy ain't got nothing coming no more, man. All he can do is keep putting on that Jason what's Jason Brown's dye on his joint. Get his hair dyed up. That's about it.
Oh, you say he could get the Beijing?
Man, get that baby and sit down somewhere, get on TV. Join Kendrick Perkins, nigga. It's over with.
You say he got the same plan. He got the same plan as Jaylen Brown. Him and Jaylen got the same hair plan.
Man, you got to get that roof redone.
All right, man. It's unfortunate, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I never thought that it was gonna be that fruitful for him, anyways, in LA. Just being honest, I always thought if Chris Paul come back, he's still gonna want to be, out there. And so I just think, with that being said, if the Clippers can't do it, and that's going to be the franchise that, his number was probably going to be retired at, who else is going to really want to take that chance? And let's be honest, I've heard over the years, it's not even just right now, I've always heard that Chris Paul is hard to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always heard that his attitude is not the greatest. And I mean, who wants to just pick up a player and had them on a team just for a going away party, but you're not really going to start? So, I mean, I ain't going to give a damn about your opinion, what you think, none of that. You the 12th man on the team, like damn near injured reserve. Like, we don't give a damn about what you finna tell us as players or the staff. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't see him being a good fit for nobody because, like, what the hell is he going to do? His knees and back is bad, so it ain't really too much of an opportunity for that man right now to really make an impact. I thought he should have hung it up last year where he was looking good and his numbers were straight. I always hate to see our great, veterans that are going to be future Hall of Famers in their careers averaging 2 damn points and 1 assist, and it just mess up their stats. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's done for him. He might as well pack it up, like you said, go and get the Beijing deal, and yeah, sit it on down, man, and jump on ESPN and give his hot take because it's over with. And be
Over with.
what's it? What they call him on for State Farm? What's his name? I can't remember what they call him. Something else. It's something. He got a name. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to bench or start, man. Will you either put it on the bench or you start it, man? Bench or start, man. Boys to Men or Jodeci?
Oh man, I gotta go B2 Man just because I went to see them in concert with OG. That was the first concert I ever went to.
Oh yeah.
She took me to go see
Damn.
Boys to Men. Yeah. Yep, at the Target Center.
Damn.
I got J.R. Ryder's autograph, and I ended up seeing Prince for the first time up close and personal too.
He was short. He was 5'3", huh?
And he had two baddies with him too.
Oh, that sounds like Too Short.
Two
I seen
gold pieces.
Too Short had him about 3 baddies with him. When I seen them, I was like, damn, brother.
Yeah, man. Little niggas is winning.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna have to double down with you. I'm gonna have to start Boys to Men and bench Jodeci. Even though I like the hits they got, Jodeci got some jams, but
Man.
I think to be honest with you, Boys to Men is probably the greatest R&B group of all times. So I don't really think there's too many groups that can outdo that group or have more hits than them. So with that being said,
I would
man,
disagree only because I'm a little older than you, and I gotta go New Edition.
New Edition
Just
ain't got
because
nothing.
New Edition, yes. What New Edition? So I got to kill you on this one. Just off of
I'm
the
in the
strength of
record
this,
sales. They ain't messing with
I'm
them.
gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. The only two people that was able to, and they didn't even have really no success to lead the group was Wine. What's his name? Why? I can't say his name. You know his name in Boys to Men.
I
The
don't know
lead
none of them
singer.
boys' names. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never knew none of their names though.
Oh, it's like I can't think of Benchmark. Y'all know his name. And then the other one, Sean Stockton or something like that. The skinny one with the fro. Them two niggas went solo, and they had maybe a baby hit or two, but that was it.
But see,
Meanwhile, New Edition left, and all of it, like Boy Bell Dip DeVoe had their group and they did their thing. They had shit popping with Poison and all the stuff they put out. Bobby Brown had his individual success.
yes,
Uh,
you,
Man, they just was told that group was so talented. They just you can't. I just disagree. But go ahead.
I was gonna say, wait. I said group. You broke them down into individuals. I'm
They
talking
were
about.
a group. New Edition was a group.
Yeah, but when you just made your statement, you broke them down into how they was great because they was doing individual things. I'm saying just as the
I was
group.
saying they was great because they were able to.
But
That's what makes it, to me, that makes a group super cold if you can break up and all of y'all still have individual success.
see, I don't
Because then
think them
that
boys.
means all of y'all was cold in the first place. It wasn't just one person taking off.
I don't think Boys to Men really did no solo though. They was that great. Like I don't think.
That's what I said. They did do 2 solo joints. The lead singer, the short, stocky nigga, he went and did a solo joint, and so did Sean.
Okay, but hey, see, I'm just talking about them as a group. Like they ain't nobody sold more records than Boys to Men. Not New Edition. They ain't sell more records than Boys to Men. Maybe as
I don't know.
individuals.
I had to look it up.
Man, listen, I'm 130% sure they ain't got more records. New Edition right now, they only got 20 million records sold worldwide. Boys to Men got 64 million worldwide.
I can
Now,
facts. Then they blew them out the water.
they blew them out the water. Now, I'm not saying now if you break it down to the way you just broke it down, yes. Now, if you break down like the individuals and say Bobby Brown and all them, hell yeah, facts. It ain't. Listen, it ain't no arguments with that. That's facts. I can't disagree with you on that. But I was just saying like together. Now split up.
Right.
If you say split up, even Jodeci was better than them boys. You know what I'm saying? Even Jodeci had a better run than them. You know what I mean? Because they did Casey and JoJo, and they that right there did some great numbers. But that's neither here or
Yeah.
there. Bench or start, Omarion Lloyd.
Man, if Lloyd wouldn't have tripped over them Peter Pan ass shoes the other day, that nigga had them long ass Stacy Adams on, tippy toed. Bloop. Could have peeled his grape, man. I wish he would have really peeled his grape just a little bit, just to make it a little funnier. But anyways, I definitely gotta go with O's weird ass,
You
just
going
cause
well?
he's unbothered, man.
Man,
And I haven't seen him take a L boogie. I mean, even when his baby mom got smashed and doozled by a group member, he was unbothered.
Air Max 98s or them Air Max Pluses?
Man, them 9.8s, man, them pluses is out of my eyeball league. I don't like them.
No,
They
you
okay. I shouldn't say they ain't. They okay. Them 9.8s is just they're just too classic.
okay? I'm gonna have to disagree with you, man. I'm gonna have to start them. I'm gonna have to start them Air Max Pluses, man. I ain't gonna lie. I always wanted a pair of them. I ain't had neither one of them. I be honest with you. I wanted both of them. I ain't gonna even stunt. I had some Air Maxes, but I think that was the 9.5s. But
Mm.
I'm gonna start the pluses just because I ain't get them. I ain't had neither one of them, but I like the color waves. So yeah, venture start Red Bull or Monster.
Oh, Red Bull, man. Monster is too much. You got to be a bona fide truck driver to be trying to drink Monster, man. Like that shit gives you super heartburn, and then it's the biggest can ever of it. I've never finished a can of Monster. I usually either give it to somebody else or I've thrown it. I've only had like two in my whole life, and I was like, yeah, it's too much for me, man. And Red Bull is more than enough, and it does the trick, and you can get a smaller size.
I'm I'm gonna have to double down with you, man. I'm gonna have to start Red Bull and bench Monsters. I'm gonna be honest. Monsters is like the 211s of energy drinks. You know what I'm saying? You was like a fiend or a meth head or some shit like that to be on them. Like I ain't never liked it to taste. They terrible as hell. I don't care what flavors they is. They are trash.
Man,
All of them.
trash shoulder.
Yeah, and then they got the super can that's super big with the twist top. Like, who the hell need that? Like you said, a truck driver, nigga. Somebody who's sitting at meth all damn day and all night trying to stay up. You tripping. But yeah, bench or start, catfish or salmon.
Oh, it's definitely that channel cat, man. That channel cat is where it's at, man. That salmon, I can't even really. I used to eat salmon croquettes. I still can if you do it right. It's got to have the
Yeah.
good onions and green peppers in it. It can't just be just straight salmon and cornmeal. That that's just too much salmon for me. So I'm definitely benching salmon and starting that channel cat, baby.
Man, we from
Fried, dyed, laid to the side, no
listen.
bones, so I can get down and get with the get down.
If they got bones, you gotta have 3 loaves of damn bread with you, brother. Otherwise, otherwise you're gonna be
What
choking and you're gonna be ready to die like Biggie.
man? Listen here, without them bones, bro. My grandma, rest in peace. She give you that boneless fillet, fried to perfection in that good, you dig, in that cast iron skillet.
Oh, the
Then
cast
she
iron.
lay it down on a piece of white bread with just one sliced onion, where the onion, the little onion ring, just one slice of it
Yeah.
with a nice little good splash of hot sauce on there, and
Yes,
then a
sir.
drizzle of motherfucking mustard, and
Okay.
maybe a little pepper on top. And you just fold that joker up and get $2 in the hood, nigga, killing them.
Kill.
And
Hey,
I'm talking about fresh out the grease, nigga.
listen,
You blow in your mouth trying to blow it off, and it,
man.
oh man, that
You said
brings me back.
you said the cast iron. You know, nigga, keep that same oil in that cast iron all the way till next year. Shit, you. Hey, keep.
And what I'm talking about, grandma used to have that catfish. I mean, in the PJs too.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to double down with you, man. Look, we from the hood, man. We like nigga ain't graduate to salmon until nigga got old. You know what I'm saying? Or
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like till I got
salmon.
older.
Like other than like I said, a salmon croquette, I
Yeah.
was damn near an adult when I didn't know people actually ate salmon outside of that. I thought that
Right.
was the only way it was prepared.
Right. So, like you said, man, fried dot into the side, man. That's hey, with a little bit of hot sauce and piece of bread. You nigga, it ain't never going. I ain't never had it with the onion cut up with the whoop. Hey, that sound like that's
Man,
hitting. So,
that's
man,
I used to throw a couple little pickles on there too.
oh
Oh
yeah,
man,
oh you had it together.
Christmas time.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm gonna have to agree with you on that for sure. Bench or start. The Greek Freak or Joel Embiid.
Oh man, you know I gotta go with Freaky Friday, man. Freaky Friday put the 50 ball up in the finals and did some shit that I didn't think would ever happen. Brought a championship to Milwaukee.
Man,
Like they got a ring before
before
we did.
right
Like I thought he did what KG was supposed to do for us.
man,
KG, I hope you ever listen to this too. He did what you was supposed to do. Now, granted, he had a whole lot less to go through. I'm gonna give you that. He had a whole lot less to go through. He didn't have to go through Shaq and Kobe in their prime. So it wasn't like he went through a gauntlet. But nonetheless, he got the job done and he put a 50 ball up.
you see,
So on that in itself, and Joel Embiid, I hope you listening. Your knees was done at KU. I don't know how you didn't
man,
sucker punched your way into 10 years in the league because you've been broke down like a broke dick dog every year.
he's
I don't think it's been a year that you haven't been hurt.
he snatched three. He probably
Face,
snatched 250.
your face hurt. Like how do
Hey,
you hurt everything on your body? I guarantee you, if we was to go back and look at an injury report of Joel Embiid, he'd have an injury like he was Allen Iverson, and he's 130 pounds soaking wet. He definitely we know why he had them injuries.
hey,
You 300 pounds, 7 feet, but
man,
that digress.
listen, he got about 250, almost 300 out the league from just being able to get out there for 45 to 50 games. So, you know,
Man, so
that's
just
crazy work.
imagine if he could have gave you 65, 75, something like that.
They would have. That listen. If Joel Embiid was not a injury prone guy, Philly would have been had them a ring because they've
Facts,
been nice. It's just he can't keep like you
facts.
said them knees, the face, the nose. Shit, you would think he a
Man,
boxer. Hey, you would think he a kickboxer or a boxer or something. Or you been in the
man,
UFC the way he
much as
get
he
hurt.
gets broke up,
Right.
they called me Mr. Glass.
Hey, so and like you said, man, I'm gonna have to double down with you again on that. I got the Greek Freak, and I'm gonna be honest. I gotta add this to you. I'm gonna start with Greek Freak, and since you brought up KG, no, winning one in the Beantown was not enough. I know you try to say this for the soda. Hell no, it ain't, nigga. It's
No, the
not.
fuck, we didn't get no love off of that sucker nigga.
Yeah, he talking about this for the
Matter of
soda.
fact, I was hoping you lost. I hoped you lost bad to Kobe. I didn't want to see you win in another jersey, sucker. What type of weird shit is that? I wanted to throw my remote at the TV when he
Man.
said that. You should have left our name out your mouth.
Yeah, I was pissed when he said that. This for the soda. No, nigga, don't add us in there. We ain't part of that. But bench or start, sweet tea or lemonade.
That's man. So being that I'm not really a sweet tea guy, I'm more of a lemonade. I gotta go bench. I gotta bench lemonade and I mean start lemonade and bench sweet tea.
I'm gonna have to double down with you. I mean, I like tea, but not sweet tea. I'm not the biggest fan of it, so I'm gonna have to
Nah,
start the
I only
lemonade.
drink tea when I'm sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start the lemonade and bench the sweet tea. That was an easy one for me. Okay, man, we gonna move on to the TBQs, man. My question for you is, which game console defined your childhood?
Nintendo, man. Nintendo. That Nintendo, man.
Yeah,
That was. You got to think. I'm an '80s baby, so you know that when that Joker dropped and it was a hundred ball. in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? That was like you damn near asked your OG to put a couple dollars on a car note when you asked for that Joker. You did.
You're right.
So you know what I mean. It was something that I had asked for. I probably shouldn't have got because my grades and my attitude probably wasn't up to par. But somehow Santa came down the tree and put that Joker in my Christmas tree. Uh, and I remember my first two games was the two games that come with the system.
Duck Hunt
It was Mario and Duck Hunt.
for sure. Duck Hunt and
And I
Mario.
had they sold you the gun with it too. I
Yeah.
got the package with the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Little did I know, wished I'd have known 20 years later I could sell that same
For
thing if it was in
15.
the original box for about 15,000.
For about
But
15. Listen, and if you bought one and you kept it in the box, I'm talking about never opened it. Boy, you'll be
that's what I'm
rich.
saying.
Yeah, you'll be rich.
That's what I'm saying.
If you had one that was used, you probably could still get 3 to 5 because niggas want that original. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just was
Mm-hmm.
telling my mom that, I swear, yesterday, we just talked about this. I said, man, if I would have kept the original Nintendo, shit, do you not know how much money I'd have made off of that? But man, for me, it's kind of a double up because I'm an '80s baby with you, but I came around. I played both. I played regular Nintendo and all that, but for me, the
But
one that
you was
defined
more
mine,
the Super Nintendo.
I was Super Nintendo or Sega. So
Sega.
I'm gonna say the first one I had though for sure that defined me was definitely Super Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? And it was that Mario 3 for sure. Nigga,
Yeah, that was
Super
hard.
Mario 3, that was it. For
Yeah,
real.
that game was hard.
Hey, all the Marios was hard. Mario Bros. Super Mario 2 was nice when Shorty, you know, you picked the princess and she just fly over all that shit. So,
Mm-hmm.
yes, sir. But I did play Tecmo Bowl. I played all them. What's the other one? I think Contra,
Yep, Contra, Double Dragon,
uh,
uh, motherfucking
Paperboy. I played a couple.
Paperboy. Yeah, Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
if I
they had
played
some
Zombie.
joints.
No, I don't think that was. I was gonna say Zombies at My Neighbors, but I think that was on play. I think that was on.
Did you ever play Sports Talk Baseball on Sega?
I definitely played Sports Stocks baseball. And all yeah, I can't forget Magic Johnson versus Bird, nigga, for sure.
Yeah, that was cold too.
Yeah, that was a joint. Man, I might have to go scoop me up an old school jug one of these days just to play. Okay, which which brand was more legendary to you, Fubu or Shanjan?
Man, it's got to be that Fubu, man. I'm looking. I want to get me. I'm gonna get me a Fubu hoodie. I want an old school one, but the ones I've been coming across on Amazon just look foo. So hopefully I can find some. I heard they sell them at Walmart. I don't know if they still do, but
I ain't
I'm gonna
seen it.
definitely try to find me a Fubu hoodie because them mugs. I got one for Christmas one year, or maybe it was my birthday. I got the same one that I saw LL Cool J wearing on his show. It was a red hoodie with the red, and this was before they started actually spelling out the Fubu. It just had the FB on it and Boreal.
Yeah,
Man, that Joker was hard, man. And I had the little Fubu Scully to go with it. Yeah, man. That's
yeah,
definitely Sean John was more like that came a little later and that still had style. I actually wore Sean John to homecoming my senior year. Me and the girl went. We had a crucial little Sean John fit we had went and got and took that Joker right back to Macy's the next day.
right the hell back.
What?
Get
Hell
that money.
yeah,
Get
nigga.
that money.
I ain't got no 300 to be spending on this outfit. I'm taking this, I'm gonna wear it and not get it funky and fold it and right on back to you. Here you
Yeah,
go.
keep the tag
Let me
on and
get
all
my
that.
money back.
What he say? Red say I'm gonna just tuck mine in. You tuck in the tag, and hey, you
I,
good? Take it back.
man, tuck
Uh,
the tag in. I don't even know if I did that. I think I might have cut them off and just kept them.
mm,
Like as long as you keep them back then, they wasn't really tripping.
mm.
They put them back on themselves, but and sell it to the next person. But it is what it is. Yeah, I definitely got to go with Fubu.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Fubu, man, if you was around in them times, man, Fubu was just like so iconic. Like, nigga, you had to have you some
Man,
Fubu. Like, I'm gonna be honest,
or us by us.
man, I ain't gonna lie. I to this day, I had me a one little outfit back in the day, and if I could find, you know what I'm saying, or I wish they could just make some new shit like it, but it was the Fat Albert Fubu's. Oh my god, I had a
Oh
whole
yeah,
little fit with the whoop. Oh man, that was going stupid. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
So, but yeah, I remember them '05, them Fubu '05 jerseys and all that. Like, I had me a couple of them. I go get one now. I ain't gonna lie, I'm like you. I go scoop one up right now just cause man, it's so nostalgic for me. But
Man, if I could find a cold iceberg shirt, I'd get me one of them,
yeah, Coogee.
or like you said, a Rockaware.
Oh, okay, I thought you were gonna say Coogee. I was gonna say Sean John.
Yeah, definitely want a Coogee.
I
I
never was,
still want a Coogee. I ain't never got one. I'm gonna get me one though.
I ain't never had the Coogee. I ain't gonna lie, I never was into Sean John like that. I had a couple little pieces, but I wasn't really into it.
I wasn't really either. He had a couple pieces, but I was more into like Fat Farm and
I'd have got some DNKYs or something like that before I got the Sean Johns, but that's just me.
man, just think that's what we had. We had like think about it. We had Fat Farm, Sean John, Fubu. What was the other one?
You said
And
Rockaware.
really, Rockaware. What I think it was, and I could be wrong, but I think it was just that it was black entrepreneurs that was already doing clothes. Just started just peeped how the youth was buying Tommy Hilfiger and
Yeah,
Polo,
facts.
and they like, what? Why are they? If I could just build a brand that's just as, and really all it takes, and this is true to this day, and it's always been true, is you have a celebrity wear your joint that's got enough pull at that point, and you're gonna skyrocket.
That's facts. In facts. Okay, what? Let me ask you, what's one sports rule you wish never changed?
That they football where they could tear a nigga's head off and over the middle. But once people start getting CTE at 23, they said we gotta cut that out or they gonna shut the league down. But I wish they could go back to it because it brought a different nastiness to the league, man.
Yeah,
It made it where receivers had to really learn their craft as far as just being an overall warrior in the middle of the field and even blindside blocking. Like I wish they bring that back. Like
yeah,
I like seeing motherfucker not keep your head on a swivel. That's how I you know what I mean? It
yeah.
just it is. So yeah, that's what I definitely wish they would bring back. That in hand checking in the NBA.
I'm gonna say I wish they brought back the sideline rule because niggas was getting killed at the side. You know what I'm saying? That sideline used to get you blown up. The sideline,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the quarterback. I don't be liking they do that quarterback slide rule. I be hating that shit. Like that makes me mad. But like you said, CTE. I guess I understand it. But I grew up from the Greg Lloyd years and all that, where Atwater and all them. Where they used to fire you up, like hit you so damn hard you be can't wake up to next week, nigga. You
Remember the
concussion protocol. What?
snot bubbles is a real thing.
Yeah,
I've seen it. I've seen a nigga get hit so hard, he got up and walked to the other sideline and was standing there for a good couple of minutes before somebody finally got him and then walked him back over to our side. Like he was lost. He didn't know where he was.
and you can't take back them years, but they nice. So now the game it's slowed down a little bit just because you gotta pay attention to what you're doing. But yeah, I wish they changed them rules. Um, before we get out of here, man, you always know we gotta hit them with Neef. You gotta hit them with one of your nugs like you always do, man. So my question for you is, what's a saying or a scripture that guides you when life gets tough?
Man, and it's one that, my mom has been telling me since I was a little dude, man. And the older I get, the more I have to keep telling it to myself because it's the truth and it gets me through those tough times and tough situations is, God never puts more on your plate than you can handle.
Facts.
And, it's just one of them things where, you know, faith is a big part of my life. It's a big part of my growing up and my overall as me as a person. So with that being said, like I think faith is something that's always driven me for success, and I know I'm gonna have success because of the faith that I've been believing in since I was a little dude. So I just think like that, keeping a positive attitude as much as possible, especially when you're in them situations where it don't feel like that should even be a resolution. It's more or less like you just feel like you have to be down because of the situation. When you got to give yourself those moments, but ultimately you should always have that understanding that God's never going to put you in something you can't handle, and you can always put it in His hands to help you get through that. So those are the main things I would say that's always helped me push through in tough times is just reassurance that I know God has me.
Okay, I can feel that. I can feel that. Well, man, we about to, push it to the limit like Rick Ross said back in the day. And we gotta pay these bills like we always do. We definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in. It's the Benchmark Podcast on Broadway Beats. I got your boy with me, Neef, aka Mr. Perp. Hey, we kind of a little down. As you can see, we ain't even talk about no damn Vikings, man. They ain't even in the picture right now. Like, we probably won't talk about them for the rest of the damn season. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we talked about them over the phone, but like, I'm not making no more damn questions for them boys until they show something. So,
Facts.
like I said, we appreciate y'all for tapping in. Hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe, man. Neef, man, hit them with something.
Man, y'all just continue to stay focused, stay blessed, stay humble, and God is good.
Yep, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. We out of here.